And we are live. And hello and a happy Christmas to everyone. I'm joined here by the awesome Mark's Monsters, the awesome Munster Deacon, the always sexy Solus Trenchcoat, and the gorgeous Ethel Cross from 13 Originals. And we are going to be watching the worst Christmas special on God's green fucking earth. Has anyone had prior encounters or experiences with this fucking lambastic piece of shit from a bygone era?
Yeah.
Did you see it when it originally came out, Mark?
It's where that Christmas show. That would have made.
Mark, you're starting to break up a bit, dude.
He's frozen.
No.
Oh no, Solo's in kryptonite.
No.
I'm trying to bag him on the side.
Oh, sorry,
Carbide. Get it.
Yeah.
Get it right.
Yeah, but he's also super, so it must be kryptonite.
Come on. Come on, Mark. The Fonzie trick isn't working.
Shit. You know what? I'm gonna take him out and then come back. Mark, if you're watching, there we go. And maybe that'll work.
Mark, you have been voted out of the house.
I'll come back. If he's there, he'll come back. Ethel,
Yeah.
did you encounter this back in the day?
Well, I wasn't around when it first aired because it was the 70s, and I didn't come along till 82. But I've seen this one many times. It's so bad, it's actually kind of good because it's so bad.
I watched segments of it, and you're dead right. The B. Arthur musical number is probably the highlight.
B. Arthur and Art Carney make this for me. I like that. I like the combination.
What about you, Trenchy?
I've never seen it. The only thing I know about it is it's really bad and Wookiee porn. That's like the only two things I know.
Fun fact, this was the first kind of introduction of Boba Fett. Boba Fett is introduced in this. Originally, he was going to be an advanced stormtrooper, but Lucas liked the look of him, so he made him more like a kind of Sergio Leone character. And the only other thing I can remember is someone pointed out Carrie Fisher's pinky, or pinky, the fingernail in her pinky, like, is super long, and they're like, "Oh, that's her cocaine fingernail." So that's for scooping up coke. Oh, and Mark Handel's face, but I'll let that do the talking. You're back to us, Mark.
Yeah, I'm back.
Deacon thought you had in Carbonite, and Astral Betty was worried about you. She was like, well, "Poor Mark, but he's back now." So yeah, we're gonna stick this fucking atrocity on. So on the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and holiday special. No, Incredible Hulk.
Oh no, poor Incredible Hulk. He must have been irradiated too much.
Tracy says, "Welcome back, Mark."
Hi, Astral Betty. Thank you for joining us.
Oh my God, that set looks so shit.
You mean this isn't the magic from the film series? Brought to life on the small screen.
I've seen similar sets on Red Dwarf.
Actually, I think the Red Dwarf's a little bit nicer. Look.
A long
In
time
a
ago.
galaxy far, far away. Star Wars was the first advantage ever.
Oh shit!
Oh my god, Mark Hamill face!
There is an explanation for it. You got to remember, this happened right after he had major facial reconstructive
Yeah,
surgery.
he had a horrible car accident.
Oh yeah, it nearly destroyed his career.
Also, just before filming this, he was at mime practice and he ran just a bit late, so he didn't get it all off.
Jesus.
Oh shit! They have the full cast.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
all the stops, Trenchy.
George Lucas thought this was going to be the next big thing for Christmas. They actually put a ton of money into this. A ton.
Kenny!
It's a shame the rest of the Golden Girls aren't in this one.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the chick that Grandpa Wookie was whacking off to.
Mhm.
Jefferson Airplane, I forgot.
Well, Trenchy, to give you an idea on how bad this is, George Lucas is quoted as saying, "If I could hunt down every single copy and destroy it, I would."
I've heard that. I've heard that.
The Star Wars Holiday Special.
Oh, GM sponsored this.
I think we're all quite synced up.
Yeah. I think it's beneficial that we weren't all using different like digital and DVD versions of the movie.
Yeah.
No, not a lot of people know this, but the Millennium Falcon actually just a Buick.
It's riddled with GM parts.
I'll get ready for some great dialogue, Trenchy.
I
So,
bet.
whose idea was it to have the Wookiee speaking but have not one fucking subtitle in the entire fucking show?
It was George Lucas's idea to have them speak Wookiee, but it was the the art director's idea to not have subtitles because it would interfere
People
with
don't
what
want
they're
to
doing.
read.
Oh no, he was afraid that they would end up destroying the actual costumes and stuff like that because you'd have words going over it. It's also meant to give you a more authentic experience. This is what the Wookiees are like. You are supposed to immerse yourself in their culture.
The man who comes to a sea bath.
There should. I don't know. Maybe there should have been a human involved. I don't know how they would do it, but
I know it's going to sound controversial, but I think the Wookiee should have at least had one stormtrooper as a slave, as captured from battle.
something like that. Like
Family, though. They don't. It's like a gathering. They're not gonna have a stormtrooper over weekend. That can't work.
yeah.
Or a robot, like a droid. A little droid to help around the house, just translate.
Exactly.
Yep.
It's like this doesn't work without a solo. Like this does the Wookiee language doesn't work without like a solo or C-3PO.
Human, yeah, you're right, Trenchy. Like, there's no human to fucking translate.
Yeah,
We
and the
get
problem,
our party later.
yeah, and the problem is, unlike Klingon, where you can actually learn the language, you can learn Wookiee, but it all sounds the bloody same.
Wait, are
Probably
you
have to walk
trying
your
to tell
dog
me
for a
that
while to learn Wookiee.
this isn't a legit language, Deacon?
Yeah, you can learn Wookiee. You can learn Wookiee as a language.
Oh shit! So it's an actual thought out language, like
Yeah.
Elf or Klingon.
The problem is, unfortunately, it's mostly saying the same thing like Groot in tone, but saying the same thing as Groot, but changing the tone and the frequency at which you're talking. That's how they convey their language.
Oh,
So they could say "grr," but depending on how they say "grr," depends on what they're saying.
right.
You know this is canon though in Star Wars Legends.
Yeah.
Because in the Dark Horse comics, Chewie dies, saving Han Solo's kids, and Han has to go back and tell Chewie's family what happened.
They had a very sad life through that year.
They were no longer Chewie. There were more coming.
You suppose if Lumpy fell off of that balcony, they'd change his name from Lumpy to Splat?
Lost to Lumpy.
And if he survived, they called him Grumpy.
Fucking call him Vegetable. That's what they fucking call him, dude.
And this is our son, Broken.
I mean, the suits aren't terrible, and the body acting's decent, so at least, they're trying.
Yeah, but they weren't given many directions.
This is probably mostly ad-lib.
Yeah.
Oh, that grandfather. Jesus Christ.
I can't hate on them too much.
See, he looks more like an abominable snowman, really, doesn't he?
I suppose because he's old, he's just grey.
Oh, great, now I can't hear. Oh, my sound's
Yeah.
on.
Do you want us to pause, Ethel?
Can't hear you guys. Alexa, maximum volume. There we go.
What the fuck is that?
That's a hologram, and yeah, this is a circus performance to entertain a little kid. This is full of stuff like this.
It's Pocket Cirque du Soleil. Don't you recognize it?
I did not.
Trust me.
Someone was on coke when they fucking thought up this fucking holiday special.
Oh, I was about to say, according to some reports back when this first aired, a lot of people reported saying they had acid flashbacks.
I wonder how much acid George Lucas really took when he was involved in this.
All the acid. He took all the acid, I think.
I'm actually getting anxiety fucking listening to some of this music.
You replied.
You don't,
Why do you think I've got my copy muted? Because I can hear it for yours, so it's kind of like, yeah, I'm happy not having it directly in my ear.
Yeah, I can hear it. I can hear just how I have to, watch it myself.
And now the juggling
Put the
line
watch.
people.
Keeping the line and rock the body on time.
I mean, this isn't horrible.
Did you get to do the soundtrack for this?
John Williams. It's obviously John Williams, Ethel. Come on. This is obviously John Williams' best.
The question I have is, why are the lion people basically wearing kinky pants and everything? It looks like they're going to an S&M ferry club.
Probably. Oh my god, the close-ups on the Wookiees' faces. I forgot how fucked up they are.
They have like a little rainbow doorway that they came through. It's weird. Maybe it's like Pocket Pride Parade or Tabletop Pride.
Maybe it's like a clown car. Once you get them out, you can't squeeze them all back in, so you might as well just annihilate them.
Just have to murder.
You just have to murder all of them. Murder the clowns!
This is why Wookiees and Ewoks are not supposed to crossbreed.
Could you just imagine, like picture it? You've just had like Christmas dinner or whatever, and you've had a few too many, and like you're half asleep on the couch, and you wake up and this is going on.
You would never drink again.
Wait, did I just see a little puppet Wookiee skeleton thing?
Do you really want the answer to that?
Never mind. Never
There's a
mind.
copy of the movies in the chat if you want to jump on, or if you want to watch along, like Uvo channel Daytona. What is that?
Aton.
That's the local syndicated channel. It's got that on.
It's Luke Skywalker, I think.
And R2D2.
Luke Skywalker.
I didn't know Luke had a little sister, other than Leia.
Where's Chewbacca?
Wow, that Luke Skywalker Ken doll looks really good.
If that's actually Mark Hamill, he sure fucking back on makeup.
Oh, it is truly Mark Hamill.
Yeah, he was in a car crash, and he, as a result, his face ended up kissing the fucking pavement.
Look like Bozo had on.
Okay, I love Ben Grimm's comment. Chewie has a hot wife. Okay, Ben, we don't kink shame here.
We'll bring him to the screen. I'm gonna say another one. You don't know where he is? Oh, he's not there yet. Is that it?
This one is really popular with furries.
Well, all I can tell you is that he and Han left here on schedule. He's not there now. They're way over
My
here.
God, Hamill's face just looks so plastic. It probably is. That's probably what they had to fucking replace his jowl or his jaw with.
They
pretty
slapped him bottom face and pushed him out there.
You know how Han and Chewbacca are. Anything could have happened.
Yeah, they basically had to do some major reconstruction on the lower part of his face, everything from the nose down. And then they had to readjust his skull at the top because his face was completely smashed in that crash.
Mark, which face do you think looks more realistic, this one or the one in the end of The Mandalorian?
What are you?
See a little
This looks like he fucking fucks Andy Duncan. This is their offspring.
you might have to solve.
Oh, great. Now he's going to have third-degree burns as well as a crushed face. Good going, R2.
You can tell Mark Hamill's had surgery because he's smoking hot.
Ah,
Okay.
I don't think it was wise for him to convert his X-Wing into a sauna.
True, very, very true. We want Mark Hamill, not Mark Whittle.
Where's the last one? Did it say two?
that's what I just saw too.
But imagine that.
I just saw at the top of the screen when they're doing that T star C. So it looks like they spelled cunt backwards.
Jesus, so we have. Did you just come in Tupac, man? Come in Tupac.
All right, Alfie. My little doggo wants to go for a wee, so I'll be back in a second.
What the fuck?
Is this a cellophane bag of coke? Yeah. It's not illegal on this planet. Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't hate this, but I can see why people do so far.
The production values, though, look at those fish. Those are totally real.
It's a cube of fish.
Somebody's missing the heels of their shoes.
I can't take a stormtrooper seriously when he has a porn tash, or an Imperial officer seriously with a porn tash. It's just. Art Carney, fucking Oscar winner.
The sheer talent. Oh,
Jesus. Oh, God.
did that one hurt you too, Trenchy?
That was a really bad joke. Like, I usually don't mind bad jokes, but that one was just too much.
Chewie looks like he's been taking makeup tips from RuPaul with as much eyeliner as he's wearing.
I will say this. Oh, my bad. I thought I cut someone off. My bad.
Oh, another outstanding feature of this little
You got that from Billy Peltzer's dad.
Putting it into any ordinary place.
Huh?
I'll take it. Good.
No, I was just gonna say, at least they're trying. At least there was some effort put into this. You know, I can see the effort. You know, I can appreciate that.
I don't mind embarrass you, but I told you to accept it as a gift. No, my embarrass you. Like being embarrassed myself. That's why I don't like to embarrass people. Just said that.
Art Carney, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's hear it
Oh,
for Art.
stock footage! Stock footage! More stock footage!
Deleted scene.
It's just a matter of time. I want the rebels located and identified. If it means searching every household in the system.
Cut him off. That's the realest house ever. Asking for more
Kids, am I right?
Excuse me.
What is she doing? Oh, it's a recipe. Oh, fuck! Fuck,
Oh,
I
yeah.
forgot about this robot. Fuck!
Take notes, everybody. We're going to learn how to make bantha roast.
Today we are going to be preparing a very secret dish and
Fries, excuse me.
very all those hungry mouths in your household will be going, yummy, yum, not that, not it, you just follow along with me as I prepare this popular dish. Now, today, I'm going to be using the tenderest cut of the bantha, the loin. The loin is very tasty and serves 4 us. Of course, if your family has a hearty appetite, I would suggest them so popular holiday favorite and rum.
The less said about that, the better.
Just slice into bite size.
Would you really eat food prepared by a Wookiee? I mean, you'd be pulling hair out of that fucking meal.
Now it's time.
I just think that their bathroom drains are always clogged.
Yeah, Christ. You'd worry about pubes and shit being building up in a fucking flat, but can you imagine a Wookiee if you shared a house with a Wookiee? Just fucking hell, the place is flood.
You walk in there, you're like, wow, you guys have the thickest shag carpet I've ever seen. Oh.
Guess what I forgot?
I'm back.
You're just in time for the fucking infamous cooking scene.
Ah, at least I made it.
Action.
And we're ready for now. Cooking. Step one.
Oh god, that was creepy.
The Wookiee cookie.
Step two. While we're stirring, we also
It's also good to cook your food in a wash basin. Flavor.
try to get together at an increased step because position is very important to this recipe. And on the count of one.
Wait, what's on her head?
That's her hair.
Her hair's coming undone. She's getting too into it.
Oh,
And yes, she has an extra arm.
oh, what the fuck?
It's Lieutenant Uhura. How the hell did we get a Star Trek crossover? So we're watching Star Wars.
Like, I'm slightly blind watching this, so it's like kind of disturbing. Because I can't tell what everything looks like, so it's like that hair thing just looks something different, and it was really weird.
It's Julia Child. Lost his cooking.
It's a wig realizing what it's gotten itself into and is trying to get away.
I feel like they had Stuart Thompson as a story consultant on this.
It's a symbol. That's what it is.
Wait. These are the cockpit lasers, right? They're the twin lasers. They're not cockpit lasers. They're the forward, the upper and lower guns, right? And Han and Chewie are in the cockpit. Who is firing those fucking guns? Because they're not automated. I'm really asking too. I'm giving this movie too much credit.
Trash, I've got the explanation right here. It's the Empire has somehow shrank the cockpit of the Falcon, so now you can just reach through to the other room and work the lasers like this.
Gotcha.
Not everybody knows that Darth Vader had a shrink ray. Him and Rick Moranis.
Honey, I Shrunk the Rebellion.
Honey, I Shrunk the Death Star.
Oh, that's the sequel, Deacon. It's Honey, I Blew Up the Death Star.
Suspected rebel activity on the planet. The Empire has declared
This is
war.
not-
Hey, set up around the planet. Both ships with its black
Oh, where are we? Ah,
That's when the Empire declares quarantine on your holiday.
there it is.
Who's knocking?
If the Falcon's rocking, don't come a knocking.
That wasn't knocking. It's just itchy flatulence. Oh, there it is again.
Art Kearney to the rescue!
Surely his masterful acting will save this scene.
The mind evaporator. That's the mind evaporator. What am I glad to see you? My favorite book today. My other long hairy face.
Oh my god. Wait for the bit where he tells Mallet to smile. Wait till you see the bit where he tells Mallet to smile.
You know the big hello I get?
That means I don't give a that means in Wookiee, I don't give a shit. Give me a present now.
What does an old friend get?
Ah, some Wookiee. Don't tell Chewie.
Art Kearney wants some Wookiee poontang.
Little Wookiee nookie, huh?
Oh!
Well, the only reason he like
the inspiration from species reviewer.
the only reason Art's interested in it is because the Wookiee females have fur to grab onto. Better for the hugging.
You should hear the Fred Durst soundtrack for this. It features I did it all for the Wookiee.
You need a Wookiee.
Oh Christ! Is this where he goes making the transistor?
Someone actually made a remix like that. I did it all for the Wookiee.
Oh Jesus!
Oh my God! It's oh yes, yes,
Oh, it's
yes, yes.
Steal yourself, Trench.
Huh?
You can spin it over and kick it up the rear, kick it up the rear.
What the fuck?
Your grandparent got porn for. Oh, that jaw! Oh, fuck that jaw!
The
Yeah.
undulation.
This is the only thing I knew about the special was there was for some reason porn in it.
It's not porn. It's a music video that fucking I don't know what would you call it, Ethel? What would you? It's a musical number that fucking Chewie's granddad or dad gets fucking. I don't know.
It turns out Chewie's oh, after you, Ethel.
I was gonna say he just appears to be enjoying it way too much. Is the scenario here, and it's just there's a lot of implied naughtiness that really shouldn't be there.
Yeah, it's like he's got auto audio erotic ejaculation problems.
Mom, I'm watching a Star Wars holiday special. It's nothing bad. It's nothing bad. It's Star Wars, Mom. It's Star Wars. I'm not making this shit up. They made a holiday special, and
there is Star Wars porn
Wait,
out
this
there.
Trench, he has to
So
explain what he's watching to his fucking his man.
I think it's because he said porn so many times.
Special we have.
Why is she new?
I can just imagine it now. She's sitting in the other room, and it's kind of like porn. What are you
I
watching?
mean,
Star Wars porn.
Oh, he's
I
getting
can watch
excited.
whatever I want, but still, I don't want her to think I'm watching that. And
You're watching Wookiee porn. You're into the furries.
Wookie Nookie as that fucking jaw. That jaw says it all.
I'm
Oh
not
my.
watching it. I'm not. I'll be right back.
Is he in trouble?
And we've got And we've got Astral Betty saying, "That was great. Hey, Mom."
Like it's honestly, it's Star Wars, and then she walks in, and it's, "I am your fantasy." Oh yes. What the fuck?
You are my fantasy. You all covered in hair. I could.
Why is there a partially nude woman with a mop on her head? It's Star Wars.
This is
But it's
your
Star
daddy's
Wars.
Well, actually, it is. It's your daddy's Star Wars.
That's when you say, "Hey, Mom, this is your generation. You explain it to me."
I mean, turns out she didn't think I was watching porn. She thought I was watching the Tainted Heart music video without her.
Oh, okay.
Tainted Love.
Tainted Love.
What version?
Oh, drink it in, guys.
Or the
Drink
Manson
it.
version?
I'd rather not drink it in what Grandpa's doing because that could taste nasty.
Yeah, you definitely get hair in your throat then.
Yeah, you can just imagine you're having dinner with Han Solo a few days later. Hack hairball.
No one is doing that.
That would be something to explain.
It's sick that Art Carney would encourage this kind of behavior with Itchy.
You could see our Carney and Itchy going to a strip club in like fucking Auntie Chic. Like just these.
Is this the Wookiee equivalent of like bringing Itchy a Swank magazine?
Yeah, pretty much.
They're taking Icky to the spank bank.
Here you go, Itchy. Here's this. Enjoy.
Ethel, do you think female Wookiees have like Brazilians? The female Wookiee strippers get Brazilians, like just.
Oh, good.
It'd be like a
use
reverse.
industrial power. Fucking pull off.
And then you walk into a strip club and you have some Wookiee saying, "Put the fur on, cover your bare naked layer."
It's no, Deacon. It's a reverse Brazilian. Instead of shaving everything and just leaving a strip, they just shave a strip and leave everything else.
I mean,
That's
I've
just an
watched
place-
those with like actual sex in them, and she hasn't said shit. I watched this thing, and all of a sudden, I'm getting all the crap. Jesus Christ!
Are you enjoying the Trenchy?
I mean, they're trying. There is effort put into this. I'll give it that. It's okay.
No,
I'm not
my
gonna
favorite
tell you.
parts are definitely the animated short and B. Arthur's musical number. BRB, guys. Oh, Christ.
Spooky breaks.
Do we pause or what's going
No,
on?
just carry on.
Okay.
Back.
If you wanted us to pause, you would have said, "Could you guys please pause?"
Oh, I'm tripping.
And this is when you realise you're on acid.
Tripping. Oh, God.
Anyone with photosensitive epilepsy, please look away.
No, you're not. You're not getting that Dr. Pepper, you fucking twat.
But the
You're
dog
only
wants to,
for Dr. Pepper.
the dog wants to steal the show.
What?
An hour?
Yeah, I like you too.
Is this special like an hour?
Big ass out. Yeah.
It's not very long.
The special's 1 hour and 37 minutes and 27 seconds.
Oh shit! I thought this was gonna be like a 25-minute thing. Oh,
Oh no, it's full length. They really give you your money for this one.
Yeah, as I said, they thought this was going to be the next big thing to sustain Star Wars in between movies and take over Christmas. It didn't work.
I mean, the guy, even though Carrie Fisher looks high off her ass, probably is.
Yeah, how high would you say Carrie Fisher is right now?
Higher than I am, and I'm trying.
Is the holiday special that bad, Deacon?
Kind of.
Dude, she dropped acid like it's nothing, man. Like, she's probably pretty fucked up.
Oh, she
Okay,
took the star
later on, when
cocktail.
you see her hands, right, keep a look at her small little pinky finger and just look how long her fingernail is. That's what they call a coke nail.
Yeah, something tells me she's on a cocktail. She's on coke, she's on acid, and she's on X.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic woman, though. I've never heard a bad thing about her, you know.
Oh, yeah, she's classified as the grandmother of Hollywood when it comes to how highly regarded she is.
Mm.
You think like everybody was on the phone to their agent in between takes and just like, what have I gotten myself into? How long is this contract for? Oh no.
I can just imagine them calling him up and saying, "Can we renegotiate the fee?"
I need more money.
And it was at this moment Han Solo realized he didn't, or Harrison Ford realized he did not want to be part of this franchise anymore.
This is where we die now.
Now, Crash, I was just thinking about Boba Fett's appearance in this. Now, isn't it true that they wrote that character in because they wanted to make another action figure?
Yeah. Again, as I said, he was supposed to be a stormtrooper, an advanced stormtrooper. But it was like, oh, I like the design. He looks very kind of like the man with no name. Let's put him in this and make ourselves a toy. Because there was a parade. There was a parade on, I think, maybe a year before the release of Empire Strikes Back. And he's in the parade, but he's all in white. He's all in the stormtrooper colors. Yeah. Yeah, Betty. Billy Lord is great. She was cool in American Horror Story, and the small part she had in the new movies, she was pretty good.
It's kind of a fun little connection that they did Boba Fett for the action figures as well as a lot of things in Star Wars, because as a connection to the double feature, because that's all He-Man was about too, was action figures.
Yeah,
Sell toys.
The thing was, if you can get a missile firing Boba Fett out in the wild, hold on to it, because that goes for a fucking mint. They took them off the market because a kid choked on a Battlestar Galactica missile, and Kenner were like, "Oh fuck, we better not have any missile firing action figures." So I think maybe 60 of them, 60 to 100 made it out in the wild. And the rest just had the missile glued in.
Hey, John Steele.
Hey, John.
That right there is why you don't mess with the Cylons.
No, they'll fucking choke your children. Hey, John.
Screw up your toy line.
The matter is, he had a terrible fight. He just stormed right out.
Hey, John Steele.
So was this before Empire or after Empire?
This is before Empire.
Okay. So this is right after the buzz. Okay.
Yes, right after it was a big hit, and Fox was like reeling because they let Lucas have all the toy rights and stuff.
Yeah, the merchandising rights. They were like, haha, no one will ever make money off that stuff. And I was like, yeah, fuck y'all.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Toy-
minted now.
yeah, when it comes to movie studios back then, they didn't realize how much money was in toys.
Merchandising.
The cartoons.
It's all about the merchandise. Oh, sorry, Trenchy. Go ahead.
Oh no, my bad, Ethel. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I think I got you off or cut you off. You talk. You go. You.
Oh no, all I said was the cartoons knew. Like the cartoons knew what they had meant back then. That's
yeah.
all I said.
Yeah, because they even made cartoons just to sell toys because they had an idea for a toy but needed a cartoon to sell it.
Yeah, droids. When the movies ended, they released droids and Ewoks, and actually a lot of vehicles that were left over after the production found their way into the cartoons, and then in turn they turned the cartoons vehicles into toys. So they could still, basically it was a way of still being able to make toys after the movies had ended.
Yeah. John Stills just said the cartoons and marketing go hand in hand. Yeah, it's technically true. Nowadays, you do get cartoon shows that are designed not to sell merchandise. The merchandise comes later, but those are shows that people are willing to put some investment in and do it for a passion.
What was it? Was it Reagan that allowed? Was it Reagan that brought forward the thing that you can actually merchandise to children in the 80s? But it had it to be on educational purposes or terms.
Yeah.
But like you had to have some kind of little blurb at the end saying, "Oh, don't set your dog on fire," or "Don't put your fucking nephew in a fucking washing machine."
He introduced the 3 golden rules. One was each cartoon episode must have an educational message. Each episode cannot show actual violence, and at the end of each episode, the hero must win.
I watched a brilliant documentary about G.I. Joe, and interviewed Larry Hama, who was a Vietnam vet, and he was like, "Oh, I was so disappointed with the animated series. Like, I wanted those Cobra Troopers just to have their brains fucking splattered." And people are like, "Wait, what? Why?" He goes, "Look, I was in Vietnam. You take a round to the head, you're fucking dead. I don't care what type of armor you wear."
Yeah. Oh, hello, Beldam.
Hey,
How you doing, dude?
Welcome to the show.
So that's
Jefferson Airplane.
the announcements after the show.
Or is it it's Starship. Jefferson Starship.
Wait, this is
Star Trek
Star
across the universe.
Well, they had to be higher than the diamonds in the sky when they were producing this. They were really banking on this to be like a regular thing.
I just, what has prompted this Imperial officer just to sit his hole down and watch this music video? It's like,
Ooh, we got 8
there
viewers,
must be
dude.
much going on. Like, I suppose they were still waiting for the new Death Star to be built.
Trash, you got 8 viewers.
I know.
I know, it's quite cool. I like it.
Thank you for tuning in. You guys are awesome, and I'm also, well, I'm joined by awesome people, so that's the draw. That's like, I have fantastic cohorts in my stream. That's the real reason they're tuning. They're not tuning in for my fucking incoherent Irish art. I can fucking guarantee you that.
But
It's the
I will say, if you've tuned in to hear my normal sense of humour, don't worry. This movie takes the mick of itself. I don't need to do anything.
Reggie, thanks a million for tuning in. You're a legend, and may the force be with you as well. See you, Betty.
Oh, see you, Better. Thank you for joining us.
Bye, Benny.
Rusty.
The force will be with us, mainly because it's gravity.
Happy life.
The force of the ground coming up towards our face. After
And
we
John-
decided I was no longer living after watching this fucking.
And John Steele has just said, Jeremy Bullock, rest in power. Oh my god, they must have had all the drugs when they were writing this. I'm sorry, they must have had all of the drugs.
It was the
Pretty
70s.
Fun. Acid, X, shrooms, coke, weed.
See, I know it's going to sound weird,
Or
but here's what
My guess is at the 11th hour, some fucker arrived in with a lunchbox filled with South American foods, and people just started licking.
it looks like Art's got to go as well. Hi, Art.
This reminds me of like the Monster Club, that anthology movie where they'll have random like 80s rock in the middle of it.
What did you think of The Mandalorian Belgium? He just watched the first episode last night.
And, John Favreau wants to do a follow-up to this, actually. He wants to do another Star Wars holiday special.
See, I know it's supposed to look like he's singing into a lightsaber, but it looks like he's trying to swallow a glowing dildo.
I would love to see a Star Wars Halloween special.
Your arms tonight.
What do you think they call it?
Some kind of dick.
What are you-
Walk away.
What are you watching, Trooper? I am watching 80s rock glam porn.
Like, if Christmas is Life Day in the Star Wars universe, what would be Halloween, Trenchy? What do you call that?
I don't know, fucking National Wampa Day, where a fucking Wampa comes out and eats your bollocks.
Yeah, they can do
Happy
something.
Wampa.
National Death Day, because we do celebrate the dead.
Mhm. They could.
National
There's
Dark
so
Side Day.
Wouldn't that be New Year's? Because technically it's kind of like we're going from the darkness to the new.
They have Chewie dressed up as a sand person.
That guy was really digging that fucking video.
Mm-hmm.
Ben,
Yeah.
you have strange sexual proclivities.
Ben says I'd pay to have a Wampa eat my bollocks.
Good work.
John Steele says Trenchy wants to put his lightsaber into B. Arthur.
Trenchy slowly
Love you,
sneaks into B.
I know.
Trenchy
that's
slowly
a
sneaks
lie.
into B. Arthur's bedroom, puts on a glow in the dark
John-
condom, and says,
John, that's a
"The
lie.
Lord is with you."
Everyone knows Trenchy wants to put his lightsaber into Estelle Getty. That's
Well, she was the funniest out of all the Golden Girls.
she was.
6 pounds.
Oh,
That stormtrooper is too happy looking at the computer and going, "Oh, what's this? Oh, what they're going to show me now?"
When he's not doing that, he's just checking Facebook.
oh my God, the close-ups on the Wookiee man.
I can't.
Why does it look like they took a can of Pringles, spray painted it white, and put on the back of the stormtrooper?
Who knows?
Because once they pop, they can't stop.
Because
Oh,
AMC
this is an instructional video on how to make a transponder or some fucking shit.
Coincidentally, that goes for Itchy too. Once he pops, he can't stop.
Oh no.
Jesus.
Oh, okay, so here's the cool animated segment. But the fact is, Lumpy is watching it. So is this some kind of documented event that happened, or did someone decide to do a biographical animated series on the characters that exist in Star Wars? Because he's watching a Star Wars animation in the Star Wars universe.
Rebel propaganda.
It's a dramatization, like on Rescue 911.
Ah, gotcha.
That narrator,
Wow.
that's Rebel Shatner narrating.
Oh, for me, the cartoon is starting in 3, 2, 1. About now. Adverts.
It's got a very Fritz the Cat style of animation. Where it's all irregular.
Yeah. Yeah, where even metal seems to be able to bend.
Like, look how wavy Leia's face was. Holy crap.
Oh, I think this was the first introduction of Y-Wing as well. I don't think the Y-Wings were ever featured in A New Hope.
What time code are you guys at?
Give me a sec.
I have
I'm
no
at-
idea.
I have 52-40.
52.
They've landed on the Ram planet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm now caught up.
I'm not sure. I can't find the remote, but I'm on the red planet thing.
Yeah, same as. I'm there now. The adverts made me slow down by 3 minutes.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. No adverts have come up for me yet, so I'm happy out.
Oh, I've had tons.
I've only had 2 so far.
I've had none at all.
Maybe England's just trying to. Maybe England's just got different ad policies. Yeah, show us all the ads.
Well, it's weird because Mark has a couple, he said.
Yeah. The weirdness. Look at that dinosaur eat the ships. Does that mean that its slag is actually rare material?
What's C-3PO doing in the back there? Jesus. No, it's not the time, C-3PO.
Own series.
Oh, I'm at the bit where Boba Fett has just turned up and is staring at the people. I would say Luke, but it doesn't really look like Luke.
No,
Dude,
like I
Boba
said,
Fett is so badass.
looking very good. I think that's the love style.
See, the animation reminds me of Wizards.
Yo,
I got one.
How you doing, dude?
Like-
Yeah, it looks very Ralph Bashki.
It sort of looks like the that Tom Petty video, "Running Down a Dream."
Hello,
Only-
Spongy. How you doing?
Hey,
Fun Sponge is one of the gaming. It's one of the guys I game with. He's a nice dude.
He's a legend.
He's a Scottish madman. All we need is a Welsh person, and then we've got the whole set.
So it's some kind of medallion that makes him all go fucking doolally.
Oh yeah, he Sponge just asked me to remind people. Yes, and he has a red and green beard. Oh, why does Chewbacca look so wonky? It's just they gave him defined butt cheeks and everything. I mean, come on. This is definitely like Wizards. C3PO looks like a bobblehead.
Look at R2. He's just jamming out as he's rolling down the hallway.
Keep rolling.
Yeah, this is definitely like a Ralph Bashki movie.
He gives in right away. You're gonna get in the way. Ah, come on.
Surrender now or die. I'd rather die. Oh yeah, back when he had the rocket on his back, and the first, as you said, when the first toy of his had to be completely removed.
No, the thing was, the rocket was maintained. They just glued it in place. It wasn't fireable.
Which is a bit of a shame. Part of the fun is having a toy you can fire. But maybe that's why Americans are gun obsessed. We've got toys and they can fire.
You can glue it, right?
Oh no, they use the industrial glue that they use for car parts.
Oh, like an epoxy.
Yeah, so there was no way of getting it out without destroying the toy.
That's a bummer.
No, Sponger says, no lie, I wanted a Wookiee bowcaster when I was a kid.
Like a real one?
Or even a toy one, because they really didn't do a bowcaster that you could use as a toy, did they?
No.
I think Nerf would be all over that.
Yeah.
Hey, we've lost Mark. Oh, there he is.
And he's back again.
Yeah, Nerf would be all over that, or anyone who does crossbows and stuff like that.
You had to shoot Greedo real quick.
Greedo, you're about to die. We don't know why, but you just have to.
Yeah, Mark killed him because he didn't agree with him about Freddy Krueger. That's how Greedo died.
And Fun Sponger said, Nerf should be doing it, and I would buy that now, let alone being a kid. Oh, the ship went boom boom. That is one powerful gun, baby. Oh my god! Just looking at Han Solo.
Oh my god, Harrison Ford looks like someone hit him in the face with a shovel.
He looks like someone accidentally put a horse skull and replaced his.
You're a hero and a faithful friend.
All the budget just went to getting Starship.
See, now I can buy Luke Skywalker animation being Luke, because no, there's no way that is Han Solo. He looks more like Space Dandy. They really tried making Chewie cute in this, didn't they?
Oh, we're going to eat your fucking soul.
Oh, the animation that killed a lot of people. Or at least their souls, anyway.
Be right back.
3! Oh, they act like normal police officers. They're just trashing the place and hoping they find something. Look, we found this. It's a shank. No, you just broke my painting and you picked up the glass.
I'm surprised they didn't take any shots at this in Spaceballs, man.
I think Spaceballs decided that enough people were taking shots at it.
They avoided the low-hanging fruit on that one.
Yeah, because even to this day, this gets shot to shit.
Oh yeah, I was watching an interview where Harrison Ford was like denying its existence, and he was having Vietnam flashbacks and shit.
And then they showed him the footage, and it was like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Spongy. Let me put a link to the movie in for you. We are watching the Star Wars Christmas special.
It's the Star Wars Holiday Special. It's a celebration of Life Day.
Life Day, will you just go away? Cause our brains don't want to pay this price anymore. There we go, Spongy.
I mean, I'm
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
it's a thing, Sponge.
There was effort put into this. There was definitely effort put into this. So I'm not. I don't hate it. It's just kind of sad it fell short.
Oh, he's tuning in Channel 7. Dayton. Good job, Lumpy.
God damn it, dude, this is not time to get touchy-feely.
What the fuck is that?
See, I'm kind of trashed. We've kind of made Fun Sponge's reality go boom. He's just realised that this exists.
Wait, he didn't know that there was a Star Wars holiday special?
He didn't know, so I put the link in the chat and I've told him where we are.
Is he going to is he going to stick around for Ethel's He-Man and She-Ra Christmas special?
Maybe.
It's magical.
Could you post the link in the chat, Trash? Because apparently when I post it, it's not showing up.
Copy. Comments. Yeah.
Where are we doing apples on her channel or over here or?
Yeah, Ethel's channel.
Okay. Yay. That's cool.
13 originals.
You hear that, Sponge? After this, you're also in for an hour and a half of She-Ra and He-Man Christmas shenanigans.
You have the power.
You have the power to run away if you wish.
Haven't
Okay.
seen that either, but I'm down, man. Skeletor and Christmas sounds epic.
Yeah, this is kind of the thing that we do. We punish ourselves by watching movies that most people wouldn't watch.
Oh, and I think the chap is here. Hello, sir.
Heyo.
Do you need a time code, dude?
Hello, Spongy.
We're at 1 hour, 4 minutes, 23 seconds.
Oh, dude, that's a badass beard, man.
I'm
Yeah,
liking
I
the
like-
walk and I'm liking the beard, yeah.
That's dope.
Oh, we can't hear you, Sponge.
Yeah, just no volume, dude.
There we go. Say something.
I know.
Yep. Hey.
Howdy.
Welcome to us torturing ourselves.
Was he just scratching his ass?
Yeah.
Welcome to us torturing ourselves.
That's better.
Was he just?
Ah, there we go. You're coming through loud and clear now, dude.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's my headset. My VR headset steals my mic.
Oh, that's a
Every time.
pain in the butt.
That's better. So how do I watch?
There is a link in the chat to the actual video itself. At,
Okay.
at the very start. Go into the chat and go back to the very start. There's a link to it there, and open up a second window, and
Oh.
I will give you the time code when you're sorted, dude.
Shall we pause now and wait for him, or carry on?
What's it? An hour and 4 seconds. An hour and 4.
It's 1 hour 5 seconds. 1 hour 5 minutes 57 seconds.
That's where I'm.
Yeah, so just do 106, and you'll be timed with me precisely.
That tongue. Oh my.
Done. Oh my god, yeah. Well, now you're torturing yourself as well, Sponge. Welcome.
Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I never knew this was a thing. Oh my god! Look at sexy Chewbacca. He's got lots of socks.
Lumpy. That's Chewie's son.
Chewbacca got hit.
That's Chewie's kid, Lumpy.
He got
Yeah.
chunky since he left Han Solo. He must be eating better.
They must give him like cod liver oil or something to keep his coat fucking glossy.
If he's anything like a Ewok, then they eat a stormtrooper a day.
I mean, it looks like he's been signed up for L'Oreal.
He's on
Because it's worth it.
the science diet.
He's so soft, he's so fluffy.
I'm not gonna lie, they've kind of ruined Chewbacca for me.
I
Chewie
would
was a legit badass. Like, he was like the legit badass out of all the people in Star Wars. Like, he could peel people's arms off. And look at him, he can't even type a keyboard.
You should have seen his father in his special.
Bunch. You missed his grandfather wanking.
Yeah,
You're not even joking. I'm not even.
yeah, you missed
Well, at least
Wookiee
it's not
porn.
going to make his palms go hairy.
You also missed the Folsom Fair tumbler table.
Yeah, but can you imagine the static shock you're going to get after rubbing fur against fur for a long time?
Arms burst into flames.
That
Granddaddy,
Oh,
why is the spoon stuck to your fur? Don't ask questions, son.
Everywhere in the hope that our own lives may be uplifted by comparison and enriched with the gratitude of relief. This transmission is a rehearsal event and is hereby begun without further.
Oh, yes, the bar where they couldn't afford to actually get the proper masks done. They had to go cheap.
oh no.
They got somebody on.
What the fuck?
Yeah, as I said, I'm pretty sure they took all the drugs when they were making this.
Oh, we have the cantina now.
We're in the
I
cantina.
always wonder why Walrus Man has testicles coming out of his face.
Well, we
It's like
we
in-
know all these.
Maybe it's to
You
prove
go,
he's got the
Apple.
biggest balls around.
Not everybody keeps them in the same place. Some aliens have them on their knees. Some have them on their chin. Chin
True.
ball.
We've seen Men
In-
in Black. There's a ball chin again.
Yeah, and in Babylon 5, there's a race that have their testicles and penis actually in a pouch underneath their armpit.
Okay.
I mean, that would
So-
make being in the pub a lot more difficult. Excuse me, guys.
Well, what if someone mistook it and sprayed your armpit with lynx? Wouldn't that hurt like a bastard?
Oh my god, could you imagine? Ah! Hell no, that's too much.
Oh no, the thing that I find absolutely bizarre about that anatomy is they have smugglers that will hide stuff in that pouch as well.
I mean, isn't that just what they do?
Yeah. It's just kind of
It's-
like, okay, so we're transporting a highly volatile toxin. Yes, where is it? Attached to my scrotum.
It's
I
not a
mean,
sign. If you got your hands full, you're bringing in the groceries, and you have like a can of peas, and you just jam it underneath your arm too quick, you could bag tag yourself.
Oh fuck yeah!
No.
It's literally like getting a fucking missile to your bollocks, man. That'd be fucking.
Could you imagine lying on your side and rolling over?
Oh fuck! Like catching your bollocks and your legs.
Means I've just migrated.
Well, I can believe it. Just the things that people shove up their ass to like smuggle stuff in is incredible.
Yeah. You'll be surprised. You'll be so
You're not
surprised.
wrong. Remember that in embarrassing ER stories? Like they got all the people that had stuff stuck up their ass and stuff, like action figures. There's like
Yeah.
there was a whole Action Man stuck up there once. Like, could you imagine the X-ray, just Action Man?
He can lie. He's seen some shit.
The weirdest one that I've ever read in that situation was when a guy had to go to hospital because he had a toy as well as 2 pairs of tweezers stuffed up his ass. When he was questioned about it, it turns out that he had a transformer in car form shoved up his butt, and his friend was trying to transform it while inside him.
Oh, botch transform.
Imagine some fucker who had like really good muscular tension in their hole, right? They could like do a Rubik's
Can you
Cube.
imagine? So I was just going to say that. I was just going to say that.
Change transformer, do Rubik's Cube. Fucking, I don't know, crossword, whatever.
Silver Rubik's Cube with your ass cheeks. That's what I'm. That's this type of talent that I'm looking for.
Shove some string up their anus, watch them contort, and it comes out knotted.
They do that trick with the cherry stem.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're like, watch this. It's hot.
I'm gonna make it disappear.
and he turns around and says, "You ain't seen
Look,
nothing
man, no
yet."
hand.
Pulls down. So where am I sticking this cherry thing? Wrong hole, lady. So you can tell they spent some money on getting some kind of good prosthetics, but they had to cheap out on the actual production of them.
Deacon, let's be honest. They probably just dug out shit from the warehouse that had been used in this scene, and then they're like, "Fuck, half of it's wrecked. Let's try and make some new stuff."
Yeah, because it looks like instead of using silicone, they've actually used proper silicone, which is a lot more rigid.
You'd think by this time that band would learn a different song.
Not gonna lie, see the other day, Wabi was playing the Cantina song, but it was like the medieval version. It was like played on a harpsichord. What is that?
If you can think of it, it's out there somewhere. And if it's not out there somewhere, you're the first person to think of it, so do it.
She kept showing me these creepy stories. They were like, it's almost like those creepypasta things you used to get.
Oh yeah,
it's a bit like that, but like before. Like we found one last night that was just horrifying.
Oh, don't worry. When we get to the end of this and we want to have a little break, I'll tell you the story of how a cave got its infamous name changed from Jagged Tooth to the Mouth of Hell.
Merry Christmas. I had to.
Remember, if you want to get into the Christmas spirit, don't come to us.
Exactly.
No, in fairness.
Especially me, since my entire Christmas has been cancelled.
Here, buddy, you're not the only one. I just found out mine's is too.
Oh, fuck, no.
Literally just found out today. My wife was like, "Did you watch the news?" No. She's like, "So you don't know about the lockdown? The lockdown we're on?" She's like, "The new one." What?
Oh, you're under tier
And then I
4 as
found out
well.
my kid's on homeschooling now as well, like from January. Like, what? No! Go to school! It's the only time and peace we get. Go to school. I've had enough. It's going too far now. They're not starting 2021 the same way it started this crap year.
Yeah. But, oi. Oh my god, they got a demon in here. That's quite nice. A demon with a gun. Isn't that cheating, a demon with a gun?
Hey, they believe in the Second Amendment too.
The right to bear arms. See, it looks like they've just invited a whole bunch of goblins.
Mate,
and
is
everything
this the
into
COVID
place.
special? This is what's happening in Scottish pubs everywhere. Leave.
You,
Aw.
get,
Dude,
you
a
gotta go.
fucking Star Wars holiday special would have so much fucking bearing on 2020.
Oh no, the last
Wait,
time I
just
saw her
think that's
sing.
just. I think that's just an inclination of what type of year 2020 has been like.
Oh no, I
The
remember a
fact that the
time.
worst Star Wars thing ever made is like got it so bang on the head. It's like ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like, the Empire has taken over the world, and everybody's under quarantine.
You're under arrest. House arrest.
Who thought something more than like a glorified cold like would literally stop the world? Like for a whole year, a year. It's insane.
Get the musical silence of B. Arthur right here.
I mean, could they not even have got an alien to serve in the bar? Just
Oh, they
rather-
needed
replace the old
famous
lady.
people. They needed famous people. They thought this was going to be the next big thing, so a lot of
Isn't
famous
B.
people wanted
Arthur
to jump in.
dead?
Say what?
Is B. Arthur dead?
I believe so. She passed away a few years ago.
Ah, shit.
The
I
only
love that
gold
scene
gold
turned up in the Mandalorian
No.
inside the cantina.
Yeah, there's
Betty
only
White
the only
Golden Girl left.
yeah.
Betty
If
White.
Betty
Rose is the only
There's a
gold-
giant
gold-
rat at the table.
I love how they've
That
even got
mouse-
singing in it. Like
Oh,
on the
can
cantina
I-
song plays in the song.
This is insane.
This is
I would
trippy.
watch this segment just on its own. I like the song and it's very weird. So
Will somebody give that rat a pint?
All I can say is I'm quite happy I am high watching this.
Buddy, I
No.
wish I had been warned beforehand. like you have no idea the thoughts that are running through my brain right now. like,
Don't you just like, hey, I could have had drugs to watch this?
I mean, there's like hippies everywhere having acid flashbacks. That time the giant rat was in the pub trying to steal my beer, and then the bar woman ran away with the wee hobgoblin alien.
Oh no, when this first aired, a lot of people went into the hospital saying, I think I had an acid flashback, and it turns out they watched
before I was
this.
born. I just realised that was 78. Like I was like 9. Like I wasn't even a twinkle in my dad's eye. Man, I mean, my dad was only about 10. I'm not even kidding. Man, this is like
this is actually good though.
This is the animated segment, I think, were the best
Is
part.
this the old? Is this the woman that was in Golden Girls?
Yeah,
Yeah.
B. Arthur.
Yes.
It's Dorothy from Golden Girls.
You are 100% right.
I want this taken nutty. What time is it? I want this noted. I got a face right.
You got the face right at 1:19 in the movie and at 57 our time.
I mean, you've no idea how impressed my wife's going to be at that.
Ethel John says he watched this when it came out first as a kid.
Oh, did you love it as much then, John, as you do now?
Or are you wishing you had drugs as well?
I mean, I might have turned to meat a lot sooner if I'd watched this as a kid.
Fun Sponge, this can't be any stranger than any pub in Glasgow, right? Though, like
Well,
Glasgow.
mate, I'm in Edinburgh, so we're
like-
in the nice area. We've got proper people through here. But no, it's not any different to a Saturday night.
Well, at least not every night.
Mate, I've got a bar downstairs, like right at the bottom, like 100 yards from my house. And I swear to God, like 3 weeks ago, this happened. Like there was people waving their pints about outside, dancing in the street, and that because they got kicked out at 6 p.m. So they just stole all their cups, all their glasses and stuff. Just like, yeah, let's go, guys, dancing about the street, and then it turned into a big gang fight.
And B. Arthur kissing all the dwarfs as they go off to work.
Off to Munchkin
Right, he's not a dwarf.
Oh, wait until the last one.
That's a
Did she
big
thank him
dwarf.
for being a friend?
Wait until the last one.
That's
He's
what I
a
gotta-
dwarf.
That's what I gotta ask. Did she thanked him for being a friend? Never
They
mind.
prefer to be called the vertically challenged.
I mean, this
Yeah.
special had a couple good parts so far.
This is insane.
I'm
Oh,
shocked
not
I've
an
never heard about this, dude.
Yeah,
I've
this is.
never even heard of this. It doesn't surprise me at all.
Mm.
Like, what surprises me is the extent it went to. Like, it doesn't even look like Star Wars. What is it talking about?
Mm.
like even their outfits don't scream Star Wars. It's more like Dad's Army.
Yeah, they thought this was going to be the next big thing, and the money was just. It went all over the place.
Sponge, you missed.
Look at that Wookiee. What is that Wookiee? Look
That's
at
not a
him.
Wookiee,
Wookiee.
There's a granddad one, there's Chewie's wife, and there's his kid.
That's not a Wookiee. That's a Wiki. Half Ewok.
That Stormtrooper's whispering to me. I feel sorry. I thought my suit looked bad, but yours is terrible.
Oh, oh no, what's going to happen?
He's going to spank the Wookiee.
Oh no.
Jesus Christ. This looks like an advert for like child abuse. Just...
Daddy, no.
His laptops, there they are.
Epistolation and escape. Or gets the hose again.
If Nokia made laptops.
Oh god, that close up of his face.
Daddy has returned.
You son will not touch that Wookiee.
Jumping down the stairs in that Wookiee suit must have been terrifying.
Look, I know the Wookiee's hairy, but that doesn't mean you can give it a bad touch.
It looks like the amazing orange. The annoying orange.
It's just a dumb fucker, the stormtrooper that saved the day.
Where is Chewbacca? Where is Chewbacca's bandolier going? It looks like it's stuck in his ass crack.
Yeah, probably.
I always wonder, what's the ammo on his bandolier for? I mean, a bowcaster doesn't fire it for sure. So what is it?
Exactly.
Cigarette. He's got packets of John Player Blue, silver John Player Blue as well. He speaks perfect English, but just hears a fucking shade spoken as fucking up.
Like, man, I can't believe they actually had him in it.
Oh, they've had everyone. They've had Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia.
Why is it humping his leg? Like, down
Yeah.
the little Wookiee. Bad Wookiee.
Vader, man.
Yes, Sponge, you should see the state of Mark Hamill in this. It's just after his car accident, and his action figure that came out at the time looked more fucking human than he did in this.
Yeah, but that's what they did for the movie, though, eh? That's why they made Luke get all beat up in the first place.
Yeah, the Wampa attack was to cover how fucked up his face looked. Oh my god, even Solo's costume is just so fucking... It's like streaks of shite and stuff on it. It's like...
This is the kind of fashion I'd see in a hometown production. You kind of like a mini theater production of something, not a major fucking movie that was supposed to be released.
Guys, did you see the look on Harrison Ford's face? It's literally the look of a man questioning his choice of careers.
Yeah,
I mean, considering the fact he's such a badass, and like he's quite notorious for being like a badass in real life as well. Like, see when he read that script, he thought, "I'm all over this."
yeah, and you can just see it on his face as he's
And then he
leaving.
walks in his set and sees Chewbacca, like, "What the fuck happened to you?"
Yeah, you can see him just as he's leaving the set. As he turns around, it's like, okay, this career is now dead.
Just right off the set, on the phone to his agent, then right off to the bar next
Oh
door.
my god, this... Are they gonna fuck? If those Wookiees fuck, it's gonna wreck the house.
Thank God they don't have sheets because it's static electricity.
Watching
Wait, is that his missus?
Yeah, that's his missus.
Bala or What's Chewie's wife called again?
I'm just calling her.
Mala.
Mother.
Oh my God, that-
them later.
Harmony, you son of a bitch!
That bandolier is going right up his butt crack.
Yeah.
That's how he's consuming the cigarettes, dude. They're just.
Oh, he's like one of these donkeys. If you pull his nose, it comes out his ass.
Yeah.
Got it. And he's got the chainmail. He's like a minigun. You can fire them. You can hit multiple people at once.
Wookie, it's time to smoke him out.
This is actually insane.
Yeah, and George Lucas, because you probably missed the part earlier, but George Lucas is quoted as saying if he could hunt down every single copy of this and destroy it, he would.
He would.
And that's why it's up to us to keep it alive.
Yeah, I think this was the first mass pirated movie, really, wasn't it? It's kind of like, we need to keep it alive.
It's kind of sad because there's some good parts in this. I mean, it's not good as a whole, but there are some good little bits.
Yeah, I think if you're going to break it down, then about 10% of this movie's okay, 5% of this movie's really good, and then 85% of it is what the fuckery.
Yeah, it's just.
Exactly.
I don't know. Like, I'm kind of more liking the what the fuckery more than I like the good bits.
I
Oh,
mean,
but it's not over yet. It's
Yeah,
not over yet.
Yeah,
no.
yeah. You joined us just at the right time, Sponge.
They still have to celebrate Life Day.
Yeah.
This is where you're going to wish that you had caught up to me in the smoking. Trust me.
Mate, I've been smoking since God knows when.
Oh, trust me, you're going to wish you had more.
I don't even know when I woke up.
what's about to happen?
Oh, you're about to see, Trenchy. I'm not spoiling it for you two.
Hey, okay. Imagine the Wookiees joined the Heaven's Gate cult, and that's probably the closest you're gonna get. If they named it kind of the Jim Jones or Heaven's Gate cult.
When I do the fandango.
Thunder and lightning, very, very frightening.
Trenchy, John says you have to review this.
wait,
And now
what?
the Wookiee-
John Steele says you have to review this now, Trenchy.
Well, I already reviewed Santa and the Devil, and that was a drug trip, so I might as well do this one.
They all grabbed their glowing balls, and everyone was happy that day.
Oh, the majesty of it all.
Oh, what the fuck?
Are they gonna go
I see a
quiet?
silhouette of a
What
young
the
man.
fuck? What?
They're walking into a car.
Why do I feel like I've just joined the fucking force? What is happening?
One with the
What
force.
is this?
Are they gonna go like sacrifice some virgins? Like what the fuck's going down?
Mate, they're walking through space. I think virgins are the least of their problems.
This is why I love watching this movie with people. It's so much more fun.
They've each got cups of Kool-Aid, Trenchy, and they're going to drink it once Jim Jones turns up, okay?
Oh god. This
So all the Wookiees just died at the exact same time. Just like
thing there.
And
the
many,
sad thing is, I genuinely believe you at this point.
yeah, if they all died at once, can you imagine? Many fur rugs will be sold that day.
It sounds like shit. It sounds
it'll
like
take
a
a bit
Welsh
longer than
man
that
talk.
day, 'cause
It's
you'd
a
have to get,
Welsh
like-
man sheep fucking orgy. What the fuck?
oh my god, I never thought I'd see the day where C-3PO was the best actor on the screen. Wait, why is C-3PO and R2-D2 in heaven? What the fuck? What is happening? The more I think about this film, the worse it gets.
Okay. Carrie Fisher, maybe this is like one of her trips. That explains why she's here. But why the fuck is Harrison Ford and Hamill here?
Hamilton, because he had a near-death experience.
And Ford killed himself from starring in this. Also, Fun Sponge, if you get a chance, man, and it was close up of Carrie Fisher, look at her baby finger. Her fingernail is longer on her baby finger than the rest of them. That's her coke nail. That's the nail.
Yeah, man. No pinky, no party.
The bump and scoop. The bump and scoop.
Yeah. In Scotland, it's no pinky, no party.
Oh man, she looks so fucking strung out.
I mean, she probably was. Like, she's just enjoying the trippy experience. Eh? She's just, I'm going to stroke Chewbacca's arm here. Stroke the funny Chewbacca. Stroke the funny Chewbacca.
Yeah, it's kind of like, can we get you anything before we start shooting? Yes, you can get me all the cocaine.
Before we start shooting heroin.
The look on Harrison Ford's face is like, what the fuck?
Could you imagine trying to keep a fucking serious face for that? Could you imagine being Han Solo and having like that little midget humping your leg, try to keep a straight face? Just be like, what? Like, I'm a worldwide celebrity now. Like, I was Indiana Jones, I was Han Solo, and now I'm reduced to getting humped by a midget Wookiee.
Oh, don't worry. He is quite willing to sit there and go, no, there was no holiday special. This is a Vietnam flashback I had.
Yeah, man.
This one time at space camp.
This one time at space camp, I got humped by a Wookiee.
You know what? Fuck the Mandalorian. That doesn't have shit on this. This is what Disney Plus should be showing. 24/7.
Like Mandalorian didn't have Starship or Art Carney, B. Arthur.
Yeah.
Or a Wookiee cult.
I mean, Starship made this shit. It was definitely Starship was one of the highlights.
Love you.
So they're all in heaven now. They've all died and went to heaven. Is that what they're trying to tell us? Is this heaven? Is this even heaven? Am I just made this up? Have I just made this up in my head?
You just made it up in your head.
Flashbacks. Hey, remember when we were in that good production?
Remember when we had a real director? With real script and real actors.
Do you remember when people took us seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Like, look, have you got the cheek to show yet? Like, look what you could have had, but you watched this shit instead.
Like, it's like, you know, remember when we had George Lucas on a leash when we didn't let him do whatever he wanted?
Yeah.
Wait. How Chewie wasn't there at the exact moment that fucking Ben fought Vader? Never mind.
Well, they told him about it. Just recall it.
Yeah. They told him about it. It's a bit like how they all know that Greedo shot first.
Mark shot first.
We're not doing that.
Nice shot. I can smoke his ass.
Minor shot
Mark
fire.
shot his ass. Yeah.
Because I'm a
with a chicken leg.
Never live without packing a gun.
It's still going. It's still fucking going.
They didn't know how to end this. They didn't.
No, so they just keep it going forever.
Someone comes in with a Remington and just unloads on the Wookiees. It's okay, they're not human. They're people, it's new.
Oh, can you imagine Star Wars fan hell being, now you have to experience this after the end of the movie, in perpetuity?
They're conducting a seance. They're going to summon a better movie.
We're going to
take more than a seance to summon this
jump
shit.
into it.
Someone please summon Empire.
Someone please bring us back Darth Vader.
All of a sudden, John Travolta's going to jump into Itchy and start talking.
So wait.
Lads, out there, there's a bunch of Wookiees going, or there's a bunch of fucking Ewoks going, yeah, and you thought we were fucking shite, didn't you?
Oh, thank God, it's the end of the movie. It's the end of the movie. Yay.
That's why there was only fucking
Yeah,
Chewbacca in the last movie.
yeah, we know it.
Oh, okay.
That
Weezer
movie.
made it! Weezer still alive!
So wait, they walked into heaven and then walked back.
Could
Pretty
you
much.
imagine this Christmas
Carrie
special
Fisher sung them back to life.
Basically, everyone on this set was on drugs. If you're
Like,
expecting
mate,
it to make sense,
when did this
then
come out? 78? Mushies were
Yeah.
still a bit then, right? Everybody was on mushies back then.
yeah, Mushies
Somebody
had
had to have been. Yeah, somebody like, man, someone got into Ozzy Osbourne's secret stash. Went wild. That is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Like Lyle Wexler and Bobby Sherman on next. That's going to be great. Really, the holiday tour de force.
Ethel, will I bounce off and let you set up for your go now?
Or do you want
Yeah.
to set yours up and then we bounce over to yours in a second?
Yeah. You be setting up, Ethel, and when you're ready, I'll end it, and then we'll go directly over to you.
Yeah, talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna crack off, and I'll let you know via Twitter.
Okay, cool.
Just someone direct me on my way.
Oh, don't worry. We will make sure that you get links and everything. I'll even put them in the Discord, so it'll be easier.
Good shout, brother. Fantastic idea.
Not a
like
problem.
your style.
It's what I do. You can ask anyone. I tend to be the organizer if people need stuff.
Well, yeah, that tends to be
Here's our mad scientist.
Wabby streams like, oh, we don't have this. It's done now.
Yeah,
Like-
love Webby. Love you, Webby.
Hell yeah. We need more.
We
Wabby.
let Deacon do the links for good reason.
Yeah, I tend to vet them to make sure they're actually going to work.
Well, the last time Marty asked me for a link for Ampro's thing, so I went and did it. Everything was perfectly fine, and he even tested it and it worked the first time. He went back to use it, and it turned into a link for penis extensions. And that's why I leave the links for you. Deacon. That's why.
That has to be one of the funniest things I've heard all year.
What I miss?
Dude, I had to get a new link because it like turned into a penis extension ad. I'm like, what?
John, Ethel is setting up on her channel. We're going to be watching He-Man and She-Ra Christmas special.
Oh, God.
What did I miss, lads?
I was telling them the story of how I tried to get you a movie.
The movie we're watching next, Fun Sponge, I'm putting into the Discord.
Remember when
No,
I tried to give you the Anna and the Apocalypse link and everything was good, and then you came back to me and you're like, it's an ad for penis extensions.
Yeah, what the fuck, man?
Dude, it worked the first time I sent it to you. It's like you're like, oh, it's good, it works, awesome.
It was
Like,
grand, and then I went back in and I'm like, did he change it?
Oh, this is why, yeah, you need to kind of like have a backup vet for everything. But still, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna go, what the fuck did Trenchy send me?
It's kind of like, is Trendy trying to send me a message?
Deacon, did you find a copy of He-Man and She-Ra on YouTube?
Yes, I did.
I did.
Is it this
It's
one
an-
here? Is it the first one?
The one
Yeah,
I've
can I-
got is
Yeah,
an
yeah,
excellent
yeah,
Well, I
found
got
it.
an hour and 28 minutes.
I'm posting it in the chat just in case. In our private chat, not the normal chat. Private chat. There we go. because I found the one that's
Nice
got
job.
both episodes put together without an advert break in between. So it's the full 1 hour and 27 minutes of punishment.
I got 98. So I get an extra minute of torture just because I am
Oh,
that advocate.
You know YouTube loves you, Mark.
Yeah, sometimes I think it does because I don't get trolls. It's like YouTube is like he's not here enough. We'll keep the trolls away from him. Which is I would considering when you consider how much I'm on every I'm on every own.
Hello, Sasha.
It's kind of strange that Fun Sponge was the last one to join us, but yeah, he's got the most high-defined camera.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, hey, Sasha.
Hello, sexy monkey. How are you doing today?
I'm kind of bummed out because the most amount of people have turned up at the end of the fucking thing.
It's because
It
they just wanted to see. They just wanted to see your face at the end of it. That was all. Oh, Junebug is here as well, saying, "Let me watch along while you good people watch."
What? Yeah, we're done with it. We're going over to Apples to watch another one.
Yeah, we're just waiting for her to set it up, and then we're migrating like little birdies.
Yeah. Oh, John's gonna watch it. He's gonna watch it with us. Not on panel. No. At his house.
Nope, we can't hear you.
No, because I'm eating my mic by accident.
I do that every once in a while.
Nah, like I used to get called, like I have a problem when I'm streaming. Like everyone's like, oh, you're a fat Irish guy. It's like, no, I'm not, I'm Scottish. Leave me alone.
Oh my god! That's fucking right. So you're confused for Irish, and I have cunts going, hey, that Scot lad is fairly funny. I'm from fucking Ireland, you fucking scumbag. Jesus.
Mate, I feel your pain. I feel it inside. Like so much. It's ridiculous. Like it's honestly shocking.
Whereas for me, everybody knows I'm English.
Like at least 3 times a week, somebody would come and be like, hey, check the fat Irish guy. And then get called a leprechaun.
Brian.
Leprechauns have orange beards, not green. It's a well-known fact. Go and learn your folklore. It's quite funny though that you get confused for Scottish. Like how mixed up did that? How did that happen?
I don't
Like
know.
how is that a whole thing?
The lads have witnessed that on so many fucking occasions. A friend of Trenchy's kept on asking if I was Scottish. I was like, what the
But then,
fuck?
like,
What's
we don't
going on?
even like we don't even sound
Sound
similar.
the same. There's absolutely no fucking similarities between accents. It's fucking
No. The closest thing we've got in common is the fact that we're both Celtic people. That is it.
Yeah, like okay, I'd say at best, right? There is up north. There is some people who have like a similar accent to Scottish, but it's not.
Yeah, like it's tiny minuscule population. And funny enough,
Yeah.
like I know what you're meaning because I had a friend for there, and he used to sound like he was from Aberdeen.
Yeah, it's.
But obviously
it's,
he was Irish. It was like, wait, what?
Yeah, no, the up north is probably the closest to a Scottish sounding accent, man. That's fucking
Yeah, it's
boggles
crazy.
by that.
Yeah, like it totally boggles my mind. It's like, man, if you're going to come in and insult me, that's fine, but at least get my nationality right. Jesus, have some consideration.
It's like, yeah, you dirty Scot. Hey, I'm not Scottish, you dirty Mick. That's better. It's like
I feel that.
Yeah, that's right, John. Trash is the criminal element in Cork.
Cork. Fucking backwards fucks. Anyway,
I know my mom thought you were Scottish, Marky, but I think the reason that was is because I do have a guy on here from Scotland I talked to as well. So I think she just got you two confused.
Look at that!
No,
Look at the look on that face. That face is like, man.
knowing your mum, that's actually a distinct possibility.
I mean, my mom thought Mark was being held hostage by a woman on YouTube, and she also
That is
thought
still the
that
funniest shit I've ever
Oh,
seen.
dude, Trashed, please tell the story because Fun Sponge has never heard it and his face has just said it all. I need to know more.
About which?
You being kidnapped.
no,
And-
Mark was being kidnapped.
Oh, Mark
Mark
being
was being
kidnapped,
kidnapped.
and you and Island's women that run around
Oh
everywhere.
yeah. Basically,
Well, I'll
I
let
was
Mark go
joking.
first.
I was
That's the better
joking
story.
that Trenchy was such a fucking sex beast that they had to put a perimeter fence around the house to stop women coming in trying to fucking gobble his knob. And his mother thought, what they have to do in fucking Ireland to stop random women coming in? And I was like, what fucking dystopian fucking Mad Max world does she think the country is?
Someone that's seen the news. Yeah,
Okay,
man, like, it's funny.
Now this is one that'll make you laugh. Okay, now on YouTube, I have a real good friend of mine. Her name is Mother Mayhem, and about 5 years ago, she did a horror tag. So and she does it with his mom, and during the and this thing that they're doing, I'm looking at Trinity, watching the video at Trinity, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Your mom sees it. I'm being captive. I'm being wife. And
Mark, you're breaking up, kind of, dude.
And Mother Mayhem is going to come kill them both with a Freddy Krueger glove.
Yeah, the thing is,
if you're going to use a weapon, it seems to be a good choice.
the build up to that was hilarious because I was in there and I'm watching Mark's video on the TV, and she's like, oh, his like hands off the thing, and there's like a shadow in the background. I think he's being held hostage, and he would stop to think about his questions, and he's like, oh, she's like, he's thinking he's got to get him right, and then he kept saying Lindsay. She's like, oh, you could see the wheels in her head turning. She's like, oh shit, Lindsay's the one that's going to like murder him if he gets it wrong. Like some sort of Saw shit.
Like just completely took it and ran with it.
What the fuck, dude? George?
I love your mum. I love your mum. She's one of them.
I think your mother's watched too many episodes of Murder, She Wrote or some fucking.
Mate, I swear to God, that's like my mum. My mum's completely nuts. Like, she's a complete nugget. Like, I love her to bits, but she's a complete space cake. Like, I had genuinely had a 2.5 hour argument about how carrots do not grow on trees. 2.5 hours, and she got a photo on fucking Facebook, and some dickhead had took carrots and tied them to a cheapy string, and she's like, "Look, proof." No, woman, that is not proof at all. That's not how this works. You can't just Google an image and be like, "That's it." Like, God damn it! Like, she's such an idiot.
It gets better because then we watch Lindsay's video, and then she has the Freddy glove and shit, and she's like, "Oh, she would totally murder his ass. She's totally a murderer."
That's just convinced her. So that she's
It's like I'm like, Jesus. And then I had to convince her to do the video. I'm like, you want to do the video? You already watched the questions and stuff. She's like, but we're going to get murdered. I'm like, no, we're not.
No one's going to come and kill you. We swear.
She's watched too many horror movies. I don't know.
I mean, the last person I seen that watched too many horror movies was that killer in Scream. So you need to be careful. That's funny. That's brilliant. Oh, mums, man. Mums are crazy. He's like, what are you doing, woman? Like, what happened to your brain? When I was a kid, I swear to God, you were like a ninja. Like you were always on top of me with everything. Like jump, like I always got caught for everything. And then, like, I swear to God, see when my wee sister got to maybe what 16, 17, I swear to God, my mum became a jellyfish.
But it was the shadow scene in the background during the whole entire time of my video.
Oh my God!
I thought-
Like, I'm not even going to lie. That dog froze for a second and had no face. Like it was literally like just a dog's head, like straight down flat with no muzzle. That was trippy. I was like, Chewbacca's going to get him.
My dog is up on the back of the couch and just sit there like she's reenacting the howling.
I love when that happens, when the silhouette of the dog is just looping over Mark, and it's like he's about to be mauled by a werewolf or something off fucking screen.
And it turns out to be a cute puppy.
That's what it sounds like when my dogs start barking. Like you've heard the dogs when they all kick off, Dick.
Yeah.
Like the hellhounds. Like I see if I'm not fast and muting my mic, like I swear to God, it sounds like I've got like a proper pack with me.
It sounds like he is actually in a kennel somewhere with loads of dogs.
Yeah. There's only 3 of them, but like they're all massive.
So what's the lockdown like? Where you are at the moment, Fun Sponge? Is it fucking just as tight down?
Yeah, but we've been on. We're level. Currently, we're level 3, so we're not really allowed to do anything. Bars and that are allowed to be open till 6 p.m. Basic, keep minimal travel and stuff like that. But the obviously, we're doing the relaxed thing on Christmas Day. But then after that, we're going on to like a stage 4 lockdown as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
we
lucky.
came out of level
Yeah.
3 there 2 weeks ago, and we were supposed to be out of it till like the 6th of January, and now they're saying that we're going to be back into it again on the 28th. So don't bother fucking going anywhere.
Mate,
Yeah.
we're not even getting that. Like ours is for like soon as it hits midnight on the 25th, you're fucked.
Ours is already in effect.
Like literally, you're allowed to go for Christmas Day for 12 hours and then leave. That's it.
Oh no, with ours, we're under tier 4. We can't go anywhere.
Yeah, but our tier 4 doesn't start till after Christmas Day. Our tier 4 starts at like midnight on Christmas Day.
Ours started at midnight yesterday.
Yeah, I take it it's bad then where you're then.
Yeah, it's getting worse.
I have 11 people shooting in. Why didn't you tune in earlier? Why, when the fucking stream was actually on? Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it.
Well, don't worry, everyone's still setting up, so you've got our lovely, lovely faces and voices for a bit longer.
The elites have cancelled culture this year and going forward. I mean, you're not wrong, buddy. It's just crazy. Like I just can't believe like something as stupid as like pretty much a cold is like literally like completely halted the whole world for everything.
Yeah.
And look at many celebrities and that have passed away this year as well. They're not even like are COVID related. Just like in general, like it's like so many like actors.
Yeah, sure. Your Jesus Christ fucking died there a month or so back. Fucking Connery, fucking bit the bullet.
Yeah, man. Like that. Like what? Like I'm a big wrestling fan, eh? So like there's been lots of like big wrestlers that have died this year and that as well.
Oh, sexy monkeys.
Dude, when it comes to wrestlers, though,
Hmm.
fucking wrestlers have the fucking life expectancy of the jellyfish. I was watching, me and my mate, we stuck on an old fucking SmackDown game for the PS1, and they had like a roll call. They had a roll call of like different wrestlers flashing up before the game started. And my friend Killian was like, dead, paralyzed, prison, dead, paralyzed.
Yep.
Wrestler, dead.
Yep.
I was like, what the fuck?
Welcome to wrestling.
But to
Okay.
answer Sexy Monkey's question, basically I can go to the shop if there's no one there or it's very, very quiet, and I can take my dog for a walk. That's it.
Guys, Ethel is set up now, so we're going to end the stream here. Thanks for tuning in. I'm sending a link to Ethel's channel in the chat. So if you missed Star Wars, if you have any interest in watching the He-Man and She-Ra Christmas special, go to Ethel's channel. I have a link there in the chat that you can go over to her channel. And yeah, thanks a million for everyone tuning in. Fun Sponge, it was awesome having you, dude.
Yeah,
We'll probably will we see you over on Ethel's channel, or
Yeah,
are
probably.
you going streaming on Twitch now, or what's the plan?
No,
here?
I'm coming, mate. Yes.
Okay, right.
Um,
I'm going to close it up here, and anyone who doesn't go there but tuned in here, thanks a million for tuning in. And yeah, we'll see you on Ethel's stream if you're there. So yeah, have a good one, guys. Bye now.
Bye.